For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manns, and it's time for your daily dose of the doctor. This morning in the first hour trading pit, the only trade that really made sense from a Baltimore chop 2SD opening gap reversal perspective was eBay Incorporated. So you see it's here on our scanner. We also had Tesla. Tesla's pretty hard to handle right on an open. As you can imagine, those spreads on a $210 stock are going to be really wide. eBay at $32.20 made for some easy pickings, or so it seemed, because what happened in the first bar of trading was that we got a really wide range move, and that wide range move limited our possibilities for a profit objective. Let's take a look at the chart and see how we can answer David's question, which was, how did you set that profit target this morning? Why did you take it off right at the price you took it off at? So here it is. Here's eBay. We had a little poke up above that $32.23 pivot line. Didn't quite get up a few cents above the high of the first bar of trading. So if it gets up this time and gets through the $32.23 pivot, we go ahead and take an entry and target $32.56, right? So not a lot on this trade. 33 cents is what we're looking for. And based on this volume that we've already seen, we know we have to undo a lot of what eBay has already done this morning in order to get here. So a better place to rest a target if we get an entry is going to be right up here at this volume line. This is the one that turned it all around. And we are going to get out there knowing that it could bounce right here and pop higher again. So about $32.47 is going to be the exit on this. 24 cents, that's still good enough for a scalp. eBay's trading 32 bucks. You can trade a bunch of shares, and it can really make a difference in the morning. So let's take a look at how this one finished up. Here you see we've had an entry trigger, and we're a few bars later in the session now, coming up on the cutoff time for Baltimore chops anyways, but this one did trigger before the 10 a.m. Eastern timeline. And we see that we're pushing up at this area that we had volume, and that volume continues to build right around where we are. But that 32.47 level is where we are right now, just watching it to see what's happening. I know Matthew took it off right at 32.47. I was looking for 56 to happen on this one. And as the stock ticks higher and can't print 56, my challenge is to get out at 32.47 on the way back down. So sometimes that's like trying to catch a falling knife, and this is no exception, right? So as it's ticking here around 32.47, I am loading up the order. And when you asked me why I wound up getting out at 32.42, what made me decide to get out there, it was because I fired one off into the spread and wound up with a 32.42 fill. I just didn't want to believe that it wasn't going to get up to my target here. So stubborn sometimes ain't so good. A few seconds later, you can filled. No problem, though. Trading's all about making judgments, right? And trying to figure out what's happening and why it's happening. So if you have any other questions, shoot me an email, adrian@traderinsight.com. Hope you had a great trading day on Monday and an even better one on deck for tomorrow. The best trader education anywhere. Only from TraderInsight.com.